back to the channel. Welcome back to the live stream. Some technical difficulties earlier. I'm not sure if you guys watched earlier or not, but I think we live streamed for like 2 hours.
Yeah, we did. We live streamed for a while, and we decided to actually
internet connection problems,
to break this down and be like a separate cast. This is not related to the former cast. The artist formerly known as the cast from half an hour ago. Oh wait, my mic is over here. Pardon me if you couldn't hear me before. This cast brought to you by alcohol.
Wait, no, stop already.
No, it's not stopped. It's still recording. It's still doing its thing, man. I don't know. He thinks it stopped. I think it went on. If you have any views on this,
don't drink while live streaming.
No. Feel free to drink while live streaming. Just know what the hell you're doing as far as the technical connections and make sure that your network is on point before you decide to, drink.
It's called Drunk Movie Talk for a reason, because we're drunk.
He's drunk.
I'm not really drunk.
But in fact, I'm probably drunk than he is.
There you go.
9.5%.
There you go. Anyways, this is going to be a quick.
We're going to talk. We're going to keep talking. I'm going to keep you talking. I'm going to keep him on. No one's going to sleep tonight. It's a, we're going for it. Marathon.
Drunk movie talk.
David Patrick, what exactly is considered a drunk movie?
This is a drunk movie.
Have you been to a movie after you've been to a thing with your friends? A drunk movie involves one of three things. Someone waking you up because you're sleeping. You getting mad and calling the manager because some kid's baby is screaming. Or you laughing uproariously in inappropriate times.
That's drunk movie talk. Is it drunk movie talk?
For instance, the movie Platoon, when I originally saw it back before most of you were alive. The scene where Willem Dafoe's getting shot while he's reaching for the copter. Two of my friends were drunk, and they were laughing uproariously to the point where they got kicked out of the theater. They weren't laughing at the movie. One of them said something, and it got out of control. But that's drunk movies.
Give me what are your top 5 movies that you would like to see on 4K Blu-ray? But just in general, not for this year, just in general.
In general, okay. Shape of Water.
No.
No.
Shape
in general,
of Water?
no, dude. Shape of Water is an awesome movie. I don't care.
It came out this year.
I know, but it's a great story. Look, okay, so Crimson. Let's just my thing is I love Guillermo del Toro movies. He's got a great and Peter Jackson. I would love to see any of the friggin' Lord of the Rings or Hobbit come out in 4K. For the disc.
Yep.
I would love to see Hellboy 2, any of Del Toro stuff. Crimson Peak, not a great fan of the movie because it didn't make any sense. I don't know.
Peak sucked balls.
I didn't see the 4K version, but the movie itself was just kind of lame. And then his thing about the little girl who was in the house in Rhode Island, they're rebuilding with Guy Pearce. Yeah, that was kind of lame too. It's one of the movies that's supposed to rely on the stuff that's unseen, but they just didn't do enough. Even though stuff's unseen, you need to have more.
Mm-hmm.
It just didn't do it. They had a locked basement, a grating in the basement that was blocked off.
Yeah, it's boring. Wait, are we talking about Crimson Peak?
No, we're talking about.
I said top 5 movies in 4K that you want to see this year.
I'm
just
sorry.
in general.
I get distracted. So Shape of, what? And then Shape of Water. Dude, you haven't seen it. You gotta see it.
That's your number 5?
No. That's my number 1. That's the first one I want to see.
Yeah.
Then Justice League. And
Justice League. Your top 5 movie of all time. You want to see Justice League?
Of all time? I thought you meant this. Oh, okay. Sorry. Of all time. Oh, Jesus Christ. I know so many freaking movies. I'd love to see Apocalypse Now done in 4K.
Hey, there you go.
That would be awesome.
You know what looked like Apocalypse Now was that Skull Island. Did you see that? Did I see it with you?
Skull Island
Yeah.
or Shutter Island?
Skull Island.
No, you didn't
With
see
King
the
Kong.
Oh, yeah, I did not see that.
You didn't see that on your own?
I did. I saw. Oh no, wait. I'm sorry. I did. Duh. I'm sorry. I hear King Kong and I'm thinking, but no, King Kong Skull Island is the remake that was done recently.
Yeah.
I'm a little older. I have a little more reference to sift through before I get there. I would love to see The Shining in 4K. I think that would be fucking balls out awesome. Because yes, you have the the soft edges and stuff, but I think that some of the scary moments would be really, when Jack is on the keyboard and he's typing, the close camera angles with like the texture of his hands and the paper in his face. I think that would add an extra element. So many movies that I've seen. The Thing.
The Thing.
I would like to see some John Carpenter movies done in 4K because John Carpenter
Was it only 5?
was freaking brilliant.
You only got 5 though.
I'll say so. Shape of Water.
Shape of Water really in your top 5 list?
Yes, it is.
It must be a really good movie then.
It's a phenomenal movie. Okay.
Okay.
I haven't thought about any Clint Eastwood. Yeah, he turned out the comments because I'm cheating. I have a lot of movies. My favorite movie of all time is The Outlaw Josey Wales. And although that would I think it would look good in 4K, it's not really a life-changing event. Avatar. Avatar was amazeballs. Was a great movie. In 3D, I saw it. I think 6 times. I would love
I think that was
to
meant.
see that.
I think that was meant to be watched in 3D though.
It is.
Certain
It is 3D. But you're asking me, right? I think it's a great character, visual-driven movie. Here's the thing. So your keys for movies that are 4K that you want to see, the first criteria is they have to be visual. Otherwise, dramatic movies are great, but they're dialogue and character-driven. The visuals don't add all that much, for the most part, I don't think. That's why Apocalypse Now would be great, because the detail.
These guys are gonna rip into you here. You're saying the visuals don't add it.
No. In some cases they do, but okay, so let's say a movie. There was a thing done with Tommy Lee Jones and Samuel L. Jackson, where Tommy Lee Jones is trying to keep Samuel L. Jackson, or vice versa, from committing suicide. And yes, it was an HBO thing. But I'm talking about that is character-driven. It's dialogue-driven. It's writing. It doesn't matter if you could see the pores on his face versus the pores on his face. You need to see something where the drama is derived from the visual. There are plenty of scary movies out there where if you have a scary movie where the horror is suggested versus demonstrated, those would benefit greatly from added visual detail. Okay, so Liam Neeson, Lily Taylor, Michael's wife there, the gorgeous, right? House on Haunted Hill. No, The Haunting. The Haunting. It's based on the Shirley Jones novel, based on the movie that came out in the 50s in black and white. Now, for the movies that came out in the 90s, they did it was cutting edge because the CGI they had the banisters coming to life, the tapestries hanging coming to life. Great story. I think it would be even better with the 4K because you wouldn't need to do as much CGI. There's more detail in that. And that's because it's by definition in the story, it's more suggestive. He's laughing because I talk too long. I talk forever.
I said, what is the top 5 movies?
I know. I mean, I've got so much shit kicking around in my head. It doesn't matter. I mean, I can spit at this. Heavy Metal, the cartoon. I love that movie.
You want to see that in 4K?
Let's see The Wall by Pink Floyd in 4K. Let's see. Jesus Christ.
You got 5. You got 5 choices here. You got 5 choices.
Okay. 5 choices. Bullshit. You know why? In this age, you have flash drives. You can carry hundreds of movies on one flash drive. Sorry to burst your bubble.
Okay, I can see where this is going. I can see where this is going. My top 5 in 4K.
What are your top 5 in 4K?
I want to see. Let me see. I want to see Fight Club in 4K.
All right.
Number 5.
No, absolutely.
Number 5, Fight
Absolutely.
Club.
All right, number 5.
We haven't really discussed this prior to this stream, so I'm just popping on top of my head here. I want to see Fight Club in 4K.
Okay.
Have you seen Fight Club yet?
Dude, are you... I own all Chuck Palahniuk's books. Yes, I've seen Fight Club, sorry. Clown shoes. Cheers.
We're partially drunk. So Fight Club be number 5 in my list. Maybe not.
Okay.
I don't think this is not going to be in order. This is not going to be in order.
No, just throw them out.
It's not going to be in order. Fight Club. It's going to be there.
Okay.
All the movies I think I did in iTunes recently. Heat. Heat in 4K. What? Heat is
a great movie.
Classic.
But Heat is a movie that I don't really feel that any greater graphics would increase the love of the story. That's one of my favorite movies of all time. It's in my top 5. It, in fact, is above Goodfellas. Or not Goodfellas, I'm sorry, Godfather. Oh, shit! Jaws! Jaws in 4K.
You want Jaws in 4K?
Dude, the fucking shark in 4K would be crazy.
It's going to look plastic as hell.
Yeah, I'm thinking like a remake of like if you redid it. Okay. All right.
He's not George Lucas.
How about
No.
okay.
Wait, what was that? What did I say? Fight Club?
Fight Club, Heat.
Fight Club, Heat. I did 3 of them on my 4K reviews.
Yeah, that doesn't help me.
There's Fight Club, Heat.
Fight Club, Heat.
And then Die Hard.
Oh, come on.
What are you talking about?
Come
Die Hard's
on.
awesome.
All it is... No, Die Hard's a great movie, but what is greater graphic representation going to help you with that movie? You need something to where shit was hidden, where shit didn't look as good. Right? I'm like, let's... All right.
Oh, okay.
Here's a great discussion for
No,
topic.
I still love that.
Hang on. Here's a great discussion for topic for discussion. What kind of things benefit
Visually?
from
Is it
4K?
visually? I'm just talking about favorite movies.
Have you seen the movie Locke
I'm talking
with
about favorite
Tom
movie.
Hardy?
I'm talking about favorite
Do you
movies.
like Tom Hardy?
I like Tom Hardy.
Right. The movie Locke.
I just like
He's
good
in
movies.
his car the whole time. He's on his cell phone.
I saw the
And
movie.
He's right.
And I turned it off because it bored me.
I liked it because this dude is like between a rock and a hard place, and he maintains his shit the whole time. But at the same time, it's like, how many times have we in life been placed in spots where, like, we're trying to do the right thing and trying to live up to this and you're trying to please every person on the fucking that's in your relationship spectrum.
You want to see that in 4K?
No, I'm saying that movie would not benefit one iota from being in 4K. But there are movies out there that are suggestive or that are... Okay, so here's the thing. What's the criteria that denotes a movie that would be benefit from 4K versus something that doesn't matter? Like The Elephant Man from the 80s, right?
I don't want to see that shit in 4K. I
Okay,
want to see that in 4K.
all right. But what I'm saying is...
Maybe you,
For
maybe
our,
you would.
pull these things up because we have to see what kind of feedback we're getting. I won't watch it. You tell me. I'll let you like. But I'm saying
No, this is a discussion between us. What do you think? You want to see the Elephant Man in 4K?
no. Oh shit! No, it's already done. Fifth Element 4K, right? I didn't see it, but it's already done.
That is done in 4K.
Right.
Yeah, that's already done in 4K.
So let's
I came up with Fight Club and
let's just pretend that there are people in position who have greater access to libraries of random shit than we do. I'm pulling stuff out of my head that I've been watching or seen for years. So, like, for horror movies, I would love to see Event Horizon done in 4K.
There you go. That would look good. Nice black
Because
levels, nice color.
that's my favorite horror movie because it really is fucking creepy. The idea that a ship comes alive because it, we're talking about finding ways to get into space and go great distances, but the idea that when you fold a dimension or you fold a physical reality that you don't understand and grants you access to things like heaven or hell, it's a different take on it, Like the one. I would love to see the one.
With Jet Li?
I love Jet Li movies. I'm sorry. It's a guilty pleasure.
This is a random choice. It's a very random choice.
Well, you didn't say like Mary. Okay,
you
so
got
I want to see.
Hererra.
I want to see. No, here it is.
You have
I want to see Star Wars
Event
1. I
Horizon.
want to see the first, like not the Star Wars 1, Episode 1, Episode 4, Faint Hope, the New Hope. I want to see that in 4K. I want to see what are the other ones I called out.
I think those have to be excluded because everybody's gonna say they want to see Star Wars in 4K.
Jesus Christ!
Those are excluded.
You know, he didn't tell me this before I came out here. It's just like he's like, "Hey, let's have Bill drink and then talk about shit." Where he's got to pull out his memory.
I think the exclusions would be Star Wars, Indiana Jones, Back to the Future, and Jurassic Parks.
Jesus Christ! You just took out the entire 80s and 90s in one shot. Boom! Here you go.
Those would be excluded.
All right. You know, I'd call on help from my audience, but he won't let me see the comments. So apparently,
and Lord of the Rings. Lord of the Rings too.
Oh fuck you! Come on now.
Lord of the Rings. You can't do
that was my first thing. It was like Lord of the Rings.
Can't do that.
The Hobbit was already filmed in 4K.
Those are trilogies. They got to be standalone movies.
You fucking kill me.
Must be standalones.
All right. So let's say
you're done.
No. Shut up. Apocalypse Now.
I already got 2.
I said Apocalypse Now, and I said Guillermo del Toro.
That's 2. You got 2.
Okay, I got 2. Now, Hellboy, but Hellboy 2. The Army.
You want to see Hellboy in 4K?
Dude, Hellboy is awesome. Okay, all right. So my own criteria: would it make the movie better? No, it wouldn't make the movie better. Hang on. Am I excluded from all Steven Spielberg or just Star Wars? Close Encounters, the Third Kind.
That's in 4K. It's already in 4K.
I didn't see it. Sorry, my bad. He only invites me for a few things.
Spaceballs don't count.
No, Spaceballs. No, Spaceballs is funny. It doesn't really.
Oh, I guess it could count if you really wanted it.
Oh my God, there's so many. I'd say Ben-Hur, but Exodus has already been done, and it although the story sucked, the graphics were that was good. Hitchcock. The Birds. No.
Black and white.
The Birds was not black and white as I remember, but The Birds redone in 4K would be scary as a motherfucker.
Did you see that on the Turner Network? Did you see the colorized version?
You all hearing this ageist shit right here? Did I watch on Turner Classic Movies? Did I see it in black and white? Honestly, can't remember. I think it's black and white, but I'm not sure. So I won't address that, you asshole.
I got Fight Club. I got Heat. I got Die Hard.
Yeah, all fucking obvious. I'm delving deep for real things, man. Like, not just movies that are good, but movies that would benefit from the fucking 4K.
Those are awesome movies in 4K. Awesome. 3 movies.
Fight Club, definitely benefit from 4K. Heat, not so much. And?
Heat, not so much.
Die Hard?
Die Hard is awesome movie.
Awesome movie.
I watched that movie.
What does looking at his freaking face with the pores, how does that make the movie better?
Well, wouldn't it? Super clear. Super clear.
Apollo 13.
It's already on 4K.
Fuck. All right. So now it's just not a...
You're done. You're losing credibility here. You are drunk and losing credibility here.
Hang on. You know, you should be nice to every Marvel Studios. Oh, dude, I couldn't agree more. But you know what? Disney is the fucking evil empire. So until someone grabs the CEO and squeezes him by the nuts, who the fuck knows? Cadwell, comics moviegoer, West Side Story. West Side Story?
You know, I think Spielberg is doing a remake of West Side Story.
Yeah, well, Steamboy and Akira, yes, absolutely. Real, not from the anime, but I'm a big fan of live action stuff. Princess Mononoke, but the problem being is with a video. Okay. Do you like anime at all?
Some of it.
All right, so how does anime
benefit?
benefit from having a better, do they draw it more? I don't understand. I mean, I don't know enough about it, but
I don't think anime ever had
Sin City, The first one, not the second one. Yeah. Big Fish. See, these are all movies that I own, but who the fuck carries all shit around your head? I mean, I have things like taxes, my registration, I have things in real life to carry. We're not streaming. Are we streaming? Is that live or?
Yeah. You're gonna have your best movies that you want to see for you.
Tim Burton's second best movie. What, Batman? What do you consider? That's a subjective category. I mean, I think I actually saw that on a friggin' episode of not Wheel of Fortune, but the friggin' the game we have to name the question first. Jesus Christ, I'm so dumb.
I'm not sure.
You have to form the answer to form a question. Like, what is Tim Burton's,
His second best movie? Tim Burton?
Oh my God, all you hear is Wheel of Fortune. Holy shit.
What is Tim Burton's best movie?
Second best.
Second best movie? Maybe Beetlejuice?
No. The Nightmare Before Christmas. Or is that his first? I don't know, but that's the one that I love the best.
You like Nightmare Before Christmas before Beetlejuice?
Oh, yeah. That's a good... I didn't realize that he did Beetlejuice because I was like... The only thing I was focusing on at that point was her. Was Winona Ryder.
I would say maybe his best movie is either...
Vincent.
It's either Batman or Edward Scissorhands.
Oh, shit. Edward Scissorhands. No doubt. No doubt. I have special significance, but yeah, that... Vincent Price, number 1.
Mm-hmm.
Adam Arkin, number 2. Or, no, I'm sorry, Alan Arkin was the dad, was married to... Holy shit. But... Phenomenal movie. Great in 4K. That would be.
It's already on 4K
ridiculous.
though. It's on iTunes 4K.
I haven't seen it.
Edward Scissorhands. Yeah.
All right. Well, again, he doesn't invite me for everything he does, and as I have another job, I don't like necessarily keep up. I'm here to give you my opinions on stuff that I don't know anything about. Apparently.
Wait. Okay. So my faves obviously would be Fight Club, Heat.
Debbie Does Dallas.
Edward Scissorhands
Yeah.
was on the list.
Yeah.
It was on there.
Okay.
I do have an iTunes review out.
What?
It's not really out.
Oh, an iTunes review. Okay.
It's shot already. I just haven't edited it. So it's coming. It's coming. So that's 3 right there.
Yeah.
I just need 2 more.
All right. So.
This is a random question. I just came up with this one.
No, it's a great question. Anything that causes someone to stop, especially me, if you can give me a question that makes me stop talking, I thank you. Because, Jesus Christ, I talk too much. But when it talks about, movies, it's such a subjective thing. The Godfather. I think The Godfather benefits by not being in 4K because it gives you that softness, that suggestibility of a real person, and then his dialogue, his responses are stone. They're hard, they cut, they kill. You don't need a corresponding graphic for that. There are enough movies out there. I think I know Starship Troopers. That was one of my favorite Heinlein books. And the graphic was phenomenal. The transfer is great.
You want to see that in 4K? It's already on 4K.
No, I'm saying, I know it's on 4K. I'm saying it was nice on 4K. Beetlejuice, okay, I think a lot of Tim Burton movies would benefit from that transfer. You have to understand that the height of my movie watching was, Blazing Saddles, Pink Panther. I mean, there's so many movies between the stuff. I remember I remember standing in line to buy tickets to see Star Wars, the original. Literally, the line was around the block from the theater. It was crazy. So, I'm a little more, I think, for some of my age, we're more attached to the nostalgia of seeing how we saw it originally. The idea of seeing it, with a visual enhancement doesn't really affect us.
Gladiator.
Oh, shit, yeah, Gladiator.
Right there. Come on.
No, absolutely.
Gladiators
Jesus.
on the list. That's my
See,
number 4.
now you're talking about the Scott brothers and anything that they create, anything that, like any of the alien movies, Aliens, the movie Aliens, the second one, that would be awesome.
We're
in
excluding
4K.
we're excluding trilogies.
I fucking hate him.
We're excluding franchises. It could be standalone.
You didn't tell me that. So now you've okay, all right. No, I can play fair. I know. Although you hear him making suggestions and me following up and being shot down. All right.
That. Gladiator in 4K would be amazing. That was one of the best
That would
movies.
be awesome.
Amazing surround sound in that movie. With the arrows. at the
Jesus
beginning,
Christ,
with
you
the
know-
beginning fight. All those
No,
arrows
there's
and shit.
so many great. Oh shit, 300. It's already done in 3/4. It's already 4K, right? It's already there.
That's not 4K.
So 300, although that was already done in photorealistic, great depth. The mouth of Hell's Pass, Hell's Gate, whatever they call it, like when they fight off the first advance of the Persians and they drive them into the oceans.
Sparta.
Dude,
I think
like
something
a
like that.
handful of no, not at that point. That's what he said when he kicked the guy in the well. Boom. But
Speaking of 300, I saw Geostorm last week in 3D. Geostorm in 3D. Very nice. So guys, stay tuned for that. Okay, go ahead.
oh shit, 2012. One of my favorite later John Cusack movies. I freaking love that movie. Okay, so Dirty Pleasure. I'm a John Cusack fan. I didn't like Raven, like the Raven or whatever. But I think he did a really like that role in 2012 was perfect for a John Cusack role. I think he did a good job. I think there's that would be great in 4K because it does so many there's so many crazy changes in landscape and it's an action movie. But I want to find something more that I want to go a little bit deeper. Like what Gladiator's coming out in 4K. To Live and Die in L.A. Now there you go. You're going back. Oh shit! Streets of Fire with Michael Pare and Willem Dafoe, right? It was what they call it, a modern day fairy tale, right? With the guy rescuing the princess Diane Lane. That was her first big movie. My God, she was incredibly hot. But what a great movie! The Blasters did the soundtrack for the guys in the bar, the Sparkies. But really, really good movie. Willem Dafoe plays this gang leader, this biker leader, and he does this whole fight thing where they have these axes, like pickaxe type things, right? Him and Michael Pare. Michael Pare is a really buff dude. In fact, Michael Pare played the lead in Eddie and the Cruisers, right?
Yeah.
So anyway, Michael Pare plays this dude who's just like this buff cat, and he's fighting Willem Dafoe, who's like this really anorexic, sort of light deprived guy, who you would think to be like, I don't know, maybe like an asylum release. Are you see, because we're not filming anymore?
Do you want to see The Wizard of Oz?
Shit, the Wizard of Oz, like the original.
Would you rather see The Wizard of Oz in 4K or The Wiz?
The Wizard of Oz. Not that I think he's a whiz. I've read all the books, and while I appreciate the musical version, I'm a book guy. I have a hard time with anything taken from a book. It has to be really fucking good for me to like it when it's taken from a book. And The Wiz is just...
It's Michael Jackson, Diana Ross.
You know what? I love Diana Ross in Mahogany, and I love Michael Jackson in...
Thriller?
Michael Jackson in Thriller. But I don't necessarily think that, I'm not saying he did a bad job. I enjoyed the movie. Do I want it in 4K? I don't give a fuck about 4K for that movie. I really don't.
I don't think The Wiz is ever coming in 4K. Poor Wiz.
There's so many good movies, though.
I'd like to see The Wiz. I'd like to see The Wiz in 4K.
2001: A Space Odyssey in 4K would be fucking awesome, because the first scene with the apes at the bottom of the monolith, in 4K, I think that movie would greatly benefit from 4K because the story is spacey and soft enough. Some hard-edged photography might not be a bad thing for that movie.
I gotta admit, I haven't seen that movie all the way through.
You, come on.
No. But
Jaws?
But I did see The French Connection.
Okay. Do you feel as though the French Connection would be?
No, I already gave my picks already. My 4 picks. Oh, that's 5 picks. I got one more left.
Okay.
I have one more pick.
The Thing. James, I already said The Thing. The Thing. John Carpenter movies, especially The Thing, would definitely benefit from 4K.
So I've got Fight Club.
Yeah.
Got Heat. Got Die Hard. Oh, fuck, I can't pick Die Hard because it's part of a trilogy.
French Connection. Oh, there you go. See?
Alright, so.
I'm sorry, any Matthew Broderick movie is automatically excluded. Because he sucks.
You didn't like Ferris Bueller?
Okay. Minus Ferris Bueller. Alright, so he doesn't suck, per se. I love the fucking Cable Guy! Yeah, I love that shit. You had to see Jim Carrey.
I saw that movie.
Dude, Cable Guy is awesome. But generally speaking, yeah, I don't really have any love for that particular actor.
I guess does Avatar count? Avatar doesn't really count because
What? Who?
Avatar really
Avatar?
is meant to be seen in 3D.
Avatar is meant to be seen in 3D, but also Avatar is like it's the like the Titanic, right? In terms of like ships that could sail the sea and sink, and ships could brave the sea and not do what the fuck the sea wanted. Like, yeah, they found a fault that it did sink, but the idea was the same. Like, so you've got like movies that wouldn't benefit that this, but then you've got movies like who are greatly enhanced by Avatar. It received its maximum benefit visually at outset, the 3D version.
It was shot in 3D, isn't it? It's kicked off the whole 3D TV.
I would think that Avatar was shot in the most advanced filming because hey, if you've seen South Park with James Cameron sets the bar at James Cameron height.
There you go. 3D.
Spoken like James Cameron. Repo Man. Oh, Repo Man. Black Hawk Down, yes. Repo Man, no. Jesus. Like Truman Show, again.
Rush Hour doesn't really count because that's part of a trilogy.
No, Rush Hour part of the trilogy, but also Rush Hour is more a dialogue actor based than the visual. When we're talking about 4K, we're talking about something that would be enhanced by additional visual quality. Anything to do with the Grand Canyon, anything to do with flying through the sky, anything to do with, I don't know, delving into core with
Armageddon.
Armageddon, holy shit, there you go. Armageddon with friggin' with what's his name with the laser on the moon. The firefighter there. Jesus Christ,
Oh,
the
the black
skinny.
dude.
No,
The big black dude.
the skinny guy used to be a firefighter in New York.
Steve Buscemi.
Thank you.
Bam.
Like
Armageddon.
him. Dude, Armageddon would be awesome.
Let's not lie. Did you cry? Did you tear up?
Dude,
when
who
Liv
did
Tyler...
not? Who did not? When he's saying goodbye to her on the phone?
Yeah.
Come on.
You
I was
did.
a salty friggin' sailor.
you
And I'm still like,
did.
shit.
Yeah, you did. That was a great movie. I love that movie. I wish that was the 4K.
Watchmen. Yes, I like Watchmen. I think Watchmen would be great because Watchmen, I think any movie that's a comic-based movie has as one of the primary criteria for making it is a visual. And me personally, my favorite sense of style in the world in our time, the 40s and 50s, man. The best style ever.
Watchmen.
Wide lapels, great hats.
I think Watchmen would be amazing in 4K, but the funny thing is, it's already in 4K.
Yeah. Fantasia. Fuck Disney. Sorry.
Disney.
I know there's a lot of great movies.
Disney?
Fantasia, dude. Fantasia's Disney. It's like that's the epitome of Disney.
Oh, wait. Out of all 8 Star Wars movies, what would look best in 4K?
The first one. I think the
Was it
first
4?
episode 4 to me would, because the first 3 were all CGI. And I am sorry, but I don't need to fucking see a better view of Jar Jar Binks. In fact, may he burn in hell for all eternity. The other 2, everything stems from the seed, man. The seed was episode 4. And episode 4 would be so much better in 4K. Although, I had to say this. Watching The Force Awakens, which by all accounts was the callback to the yesteryear of the original script and the original visual. But when I saw at the opening scene where Poe Dameron's running back to his X-Wing, it looked like a set. So...
Wait, which one? The Force Awakens?
The Force
Last
Awakens,
Jedi.
the very first scene where he's talking to Max von Sydow, and then they land, and he's running back to his X-Wing, right, with 88. It looked like a set. It looked like a ship in the sand with shit piled on it.
No,
That's where 4K went a little too realistic.
Well, speaking of set that always bothered me is when you watch The Empire Strikes Back. I think it was Empire Strikes Back. When the Minox are attached to the Millennium Falcon, those big worm things.
Yeah.
And he runs out of the Millennium Falcon, and you can see the ground is moving, and you can tell it's plastic bags. It looks like plastic bags.
Okay.
That is always bothering me, man. Every time I see that, it's only gonna look worse than 4K. At least they doctor it up.
Yeah. And I think now you touched on a good point. Do they have to allot extra expense for doctoring up shit that looks completely fucking bogus when they actually like, oh my god, this looks horrible. Let's throw some makeup on this guy's face in post. Running Man, Total Recall, Sup You Drunk? Yeah, I'm a little bit, great movies, man. Running Man, I think Running Man. So now you're verging on what movies will look good in 4K and what movies should be remade. I think Running Man and friggin' Towering Inferno deserve a remake because the concepts are still valid today. Running Man, well, it's a great idea for. Well, I'm saying great idea, like a good idea. I'm saying it's an an interesting idea in terms of punishment and all that stuff. And Towering Inferno, I don't care how big your friggin' buildings get, safety is an issue. And if you got a friggin' cheap ass contractor working with friggin' mob suppliers, you're gonna have a fucking building collapse. So there you go.
Mm-hmm. Scarface with full film grain support. I don't know why people hate film grain. Film grain's not.
I love film grain. I hate Scarface.
Why don't you like Scarface?
Too violent. Same reason I watched Casino one time. Yeah, Joe Pesci with number one the pen in the neck, and then getting literally at the end like so and his brother got caught and got beat to death with bats and buried in a fucking banana field. Yeah, I don't. I watch movies that take me away from that shit, not to fucking make me go deeper. Although he's not about. He's not a. See, here's the thing with those movies. It's about the violence. Like Reservoir. I love Tarantino. I'm not a fan of Reservoir Dogs. Why? Because Reservoir Dogs to me, and this may be because I'm not that bright and don't see things, but Reservoir Dogs to me immediately is just about the violence of our lives.
Reservoir Dogs?
It's a great movie. Logan's Run. Holy shit. That's a person, and I don't mean to, but Logan's Run was one of the original, you can live forever. All you got to do is when your thing blinks, you go to this little area and you float up and you touch this gem at the ceiling and you're returned to the universe. You're returned to forever. You're part of the great. You're going to go into the next thing.
So you're taking stem cells.
Well, no, because stem cells actually mean you can live forever. But they plant it in when you're born. You have this little stone implanted in you. But when you reach the age of 30, to control population, they kill you. You go to what's called carousel, and they execute you. And the movie was about some people who decide to run. And like they say, well, everybody decides to run. What movie was it? There's Blade Runner. Why do they run? They all decide to run. They all run because they're alive and they realize what life means. The only people that run are the ones who realize they're alive.
Did you like Blade Runner 2? 49.
Did I like it?
Yeah.
Yeah. I loved it. I thought it was a great story.
Did you think it was a great story?
No, I think it was a really logical step from where, the first one left off. And I like the fact that it kind of, went forward and it talked about, who was this, I don't know, I think they could, yeah, thank you, because, I'm distracted. But, there are a lot of, okay, so just, in my own defense, there's a lot of great movies out there. I mean, I've seen, literally, like I tell you, I stress test TVs. So, if I'm not watching something new on a TV show, like, from Netflix, I'm watching old movies. I'm re-watching things I've seen 1,000 times. Old Star Trek episodes. Right now, my personal thing is I'm rerunning through Next Generation, which I fucking love. Picard. He's awesome. And what I love about Picard is the fact that before he became a starship captain, he was employed doing voiceovers for American Dad.
Let's take some live questions here.
Yeah, thank you. I'm gonna let him talk for a while because, oh, I'm sorry. Lebowski.
The Big Lebowski in 4K.
Most Coen movies in 4K I would welcome, but There Will Be Blood. No. Although Last of the Mohegans would be great in 4K because they're outside. They'd be great. Like the environment shots and all that would be really cool for a movie. Sorry, I'll let you. I'm gonna stop talking here.
Maybe Blade trilogy. This guy is talking
No trilogies.
Critic stuff, that trilogy stuff. That's all. That's trilogy as well. Best trilogies in 4K.
Blade trilogy. Riddick. Sorry, Riddick. Sorry, just coughing.
You want to see Riddick in 4K?
I love Riddick. I'm sorry. I'm a simple-minded peasant. Shane's fucked up low. Exorcist. I really think that some serious scary movies would look really good in the 4K.
Yeah, Shane's fucked up.
Shane's not fucked up.
Shane's a little fucked up.
A little bit.
Oh man.
Beer, where's your beer? Is it empty? Holy shit.
What are we drinking today? We're drinking.
He's drinking. I bought a Stone 12-pack. So he's gone through the Ruination IPA. He has gone through the Revolver Hop or Hop Revolver IPA, and he's gone through
focus. Focus issues.
Jeez, that's like my eyes are focusing now.
Okay.
And then the Delicious Stone IPA, and I'm getting him number 3. Meanwhile, I've been going through. It's a little beer called Space Cakes by a brewery called Jesus Christ, Clown Shoes. Clown Shoes.
Who lives in Connecticut? Whoever lives in Connecticut, thumbs up.
I don't know where Clown Shoes is from, but I don't think they're from Connecticut. But Connecticut's got a lot of excellent breweries. So now, do you want another Revolver? Do you want a stronger, the double IPA? Here you go. Let me give you one of these. If you thought he was messed up before, wait till he drinks the Stone Ruination Double IPA.
Mm-hmm. Oh, this guy's got it. Collateral in 4K. That's definitely one of my favorite.
Collateral.
One of my favorite movies.
There you go.
One of my favorite movies on Blu-ray. Collateral, I love it.
That was a good movie.
I think Collateral is the only movie that I own on Blu-ray, besides 3D Blu-rays.
All right, let's talk about. How about this?
I own Moana on 3D Blu-ray. I own.
Arrogant Bastard, yes.
Rogue.
Double Bastard.
I own Rogue One on Blu-ray 3D.
Yeah.
I own The Force Awakens on 3D, and I own Collateral on 3D. So there's 4 movies I own. I own on 3D Blu-rays. I only own 4 Blu-rays.
Okay. So how about doing
Collateral?
this?
Collateral is one of them.
How about actors? Like when you go on your Fire Stick, and you're looking up for movies, and they have genres, and they have actors. And I thought it was a really intriguing category because you can see this one particular actor and the different movies they've been in and how that works.
Mm-hmm.
I think there's some really good stuff out there. Oh shit. The Abyss. The Abyss. Great movie. Mary Elizabeth Mastrantonio, Michael Biehn, Ed Harris. Great cast. You know, these guys are deep well oil drillers, and they discover a submarine.
Just like Armageddon.
No, it was a little bit different. This was cutting edge CGI because there was an alien down there, and the alien came on board the sub as a column of water with a face. It was really cool. It was like at that time when it came out.
Talking about
like,
The Abyss?
The Abyss.
Oh, yeah, that's a movie.
So, all right. So I'm saying like that would be a really like a great update
Oh,
for
4K?
4K.
Yeah, I don't think it came on Blu-ray. It never came on Blu-ray.
I don't know. All I know is I think that would be a really a really good one for that.
Yeah.
Taste of Dracula, Hammer Films. Okay, so Hammer Films. Hammer Films. These guys, the same guys that I think did like Masters of Horror, for these great, and there's some really good ones in there. I'm sorry, but I can't. I need something that has a decent script and good writing in order for me to justify it to come on to 4K because. Well, maybe in the future when 4K is the standard, it's just like throwing a fucking video on there and bringing it to a CD or DVD. Then maybe that it'd be that easy. Then maybe.
I don't think there's ever going to be a standard because DVD is still made. Blu-rays are made. Now we got 4Ks. So I don't think there's ever going to be like a standard.
Speed.
I love Speed. Speed's one of my fave moves.
Oh shit.
No Keanu Reeves.
So yeah, I know the movie, but I'm thinking like, what would? So let's talk about 1980s, 1990s, friggin' action guys, right? Let's talk about Wesley Snipes, Blade. Oh, I'm sorry, that's a whole trilogy.
Trilogy.
How about the one where he's an FBI agent, Drop Zone. That's a standalone movie which would benefit because it's a skydiving movie.
Nobody's watching that in 4K. Nobody cares about that in 4K.
This guy wants to see like Milo and Otis, for your kids on 4K. But how about any Eddie Murphy movies? Let's get some stars up in here. Like let's get some suggestions for stars and their movies, because a movie in general is like, oh my god, I have so many titles in my head. I would love to see Young Frankenstein in 4K just because it's fucking Mel Brooks. And it would be awesome in 4K.
No, Pulp Fiction. Okay.
Okay, I'll give you that. Pulp Fiction would benefit, I think, Tarantino, shit. Friggin' the vampire movie there, help me out. The Mexican Cantina, Before Dawn. I think it's what it's called.
No, Dust
Till Dawn. Dust Till Dawn.
From Dusk Till Dawn.
From Dusk Till Dawn. I think that'd be a great.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be awesome. Shut up.
Wesley Snipes who put HDR to the test.
Johnny Mnemonic. Yes, I've been saying Johnny Mnemonic since he first brought up any kind of Reeves stuff. I love the cyberpunk movement. I'm totally jazzed to see Ready Player One. And I think Johnny Mnemonic was... I actually read that as a story when it came out in the monthly publication Omni. Yes, he stopped me from reading comments again because I tend to get sidetracked. I'm like a pet. Kill Bill, yes. Kill Bill Volume 1 and Volume 2 in 4K would be the balls. You know why? Because I'm Bill. And I'm going to fucking... just drink my beer. What else we got? Saving Private Ryan. We talked about that before. Shining. I mentioned Shining. What? You're Still Alive?
Oh, questions.
Can you dig it? Don't shop smart. Shop smart. Evil Dead. Evil Dead 2. Not the first one. Evil Dead 2.
Spawn in 4K?
Spawn was as CGI as you can get. How could it benefit from 4K? Making it look more computer related? I think any of the Wachowski's films, but again, it's a trilogy, and we can't really discuss trilogies because he decided 5 minutes ago.
There's no trilogy. No trilogies on this list. Otherwise, we're gonna have Star
Nightcrawler,
Wars.
The Crow. Although the
Crow's
Crow,
a trilogy too.
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Crow's a trilogy too, man.
Don't Breathe in 4K. Dude, Don't Breathe gave me a fucking heart attack in friggin' 1080. Don't remember like 4K. Jesus Christ, I don't think like the whole movie. Strange Days. Strange Days would be excellent in 4K because the whole premise is the virtual reality aspect of wearing a recording of someone else and their sensory stuff, not just seeing a movie. So I think Strange Days would be really good for that.
Is that the one with the Angelina Jolie?
No, that's with Juliette Lewis, Ray Fiennes, Tom Sizemore, where he plays the guy's the ex-cop who's like recording people's memories through their little headnet thing. It's like the New Year's Eve thing.
Where's Elias today?
Elias is home watching Raw 25 years because he's a fan. You can't blame him. That's good quality entertainment.
Did we vote Elias off the channel?
No. Why would we vote Elias off the channel? He's like a good friend of ours.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, he's
know.
He's got some people that don't necessarily appreciate him.
Yes, we know you guys don't like him, but
let me tell you something. This cat is a wealth of knowledge.
He shall return.
He shall return. You know
why? Return.
Because he is Elias. He is evermore.
Whatever that means. I don't know what that means.
Nah, here's the thing, man. So, certain parties see Elias and they think he's being pretentious to being No, that's just this cat. Like Elias is probably one of the most intense people I know. Like he's in the moment all the time, but he's very intense about being there. Whereas me, I'm the guy that tells me, he's like, hey, Bill, why don't you just calm down? I'm like, dude, I'm calm. This is just my voice.
Anyways,
all right.
I think we're gonna go get some hot dogs.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Some hot dogs or some cheese fries or nachos? Nachos? Nachos or something like that?
I can never I have to get the fucking chili cheese dogs, man. It's like just where I'm at. It's like it's my thing. Species, Species. I'm sorry, I keep reading. That's why I keep turning it off because I keep reading it. If it was my thing, this would be a 24-hour answer questions thing. So he's got Tomb Raider, dude. Have you not been watching movie trailers? Tomb Raider's already coming out in 4K, yo.
Phantom's like a motherfucker. You ever seen that movie?
Phantom. Ben Affleck.
Yeah.
Phantom's like motherfucker. Cheers.
Thanks guys for checking out the stream.
Coming out, man. Thanks for putting up with our little technical shit.
Yeah.
Have a good night, man. We'll see you next week.
We're all drunk.
Nice.